So, I realized that, hey, you know what this means, right? For me, anyway. I could play Punch-Out on my tablet, right? So, today we're playing the gold version. So, the gold version of Punch-Out, the difference is obviously not Doc Lewis and Little Mac themselves, but the difference comes in, yeah, but anyways, look at the difference. See, Don Flamingo, Soda Popinski, Super Macho Man. There's no such thing as, there is, like, I mean this, there's no such thing as, what, Mr. Dream in this version of the game. There is no such thing as, yeah, Mr. Dream, there's no such thing as Mike Tyson, and, you know what's funny? I have never played Punch-Out Gold Edition, like, all that much, you know, because I'm so used to the one with Mr. Dream, I'm so used to the one without Mr. Dream. That's what I'm more used to, right? Not playing the gold version. So I said, why not? Let's make a Punch-Out stream about the gold edition. Let's just play. Even if it's for a little bit, let's just play. Why not? Let's start with the boy Glass Joe. Let me see if all the audio is okay. Guess audio sounds fine. I can't hear it, but... Alright, so Glass Joe is looking pretty similar. Since this is like the first version of Punch-Out ever, you know, the States got a little bit of an earlier version of his game. Don't think I got the instant. Yeah, I didn't get the instant. That's fine. Because I'm not speedrunning the game. I just want to play it for like a little bit. Because I know Lubit is still sleeping, so I'm like, you know what? Why not do a little bit of a bonus? Bonus little live stream Punch-Out Gold Edition. Why not? So apparently there's this new YouTube feature coming out. I don't know when it's going to come out to mobile. But apparently it's called Hype. And viewers get 3, like, turns to use Hype. And apparently what Hype is, it allows smaller creators to get a boost in their viewership, a boost in the algorithm, and whatnot, right? It allows YouTubers that are smaller than 500,000 subscribers to get a view boost. And for those that don't have 500,000 subscribers like myself, so let's say this, you guys view boost one of my videos, it will get boosted in the algorithm. And so the smaller you are, the better chance of that video being more successful and more out there will become. So this is like a great revolution. Oh shit, usually I'm like very good at Von Kaiser. Okay. But my bad, I'm not focusing on the game when I should be. I'd usually be getting so many stars against him. But I'm not used to looking down at my television. Oh, bitch. So. Okay, that's Vaughn. I think he's going to go down one time. Says there's 3 people in here, but I'm not seeing any comments. But it's fine. They don't have to comment. No one has to comment. But, anyways. Okay. This is one of my slower Von Kaisers. That's fine. Since I haven't really played, like, the NES version of Punch-Out in a very long time. I really haven't. Like, I really have not been playing this game at all. Like, I remember the last time I played this, I was struggling on regular Piston Hondo because, I don't know, to me, playing this game isn't really worth it anymore. Mainly because, like, I can't pass Mr. Sandman. Like, on a consistent basis. I cannot pass it. Like, I can pass pretty much everyone else here except for Mr. Sandman. Because I am so crappy at dealing with, again, Mr. Sandman. I can't deal with him too much. It's kind of funny. It kind of reminds me of Wii's, like, title defense. Oh yeah, he got me there. But, there you go. Oh yeah, you can't heal in this game, that's right. You can't heal. Because I keep... Well, you can heal if you press minus, but other than that... Lord Draco, welcome to the stream. But yeah, just knocking down Piston Hondo and stuff. Like, not Hondo 1, but Hondo 2. That's what I was talking about. Like, I was struggling on Hondo 2. When I usually, like, never struggle on Hondo 2. That much. I don't know. It just goes to show, like, how... Not pathetic, but just how much I've really lost my edge when it comes to Punch-Out. Because... if it isn't Punch-Out Wii, dude, I just can't do it for some reason, man. Like... Super Punch-Out, I get as far as, like, Aaron Ryan. That's why, like, none of the Punch-Out games... When I'm using save states, I'll beat them. I'll beat the games and finish them up. But, like, other than that, I won't, like, beat the games, you know? Outside of, like, Wii. Because Wii's obviously, like, the only Punch-Out game I've beaten, like, without save states. Like, all the way through. You know? And I was thinking, maybe it could be the same on Gold Edition, but it's just the same game. Same Punch-Out game. God... You know, ouch, okay, yeah, I'm fine. But it's just like the result always ends up being the same, and that's what kind of diminishes me from, like, coming back to this game and fully, like, mastering everything, just deciding to play, give it a second shot or whatever. Like, I know how to defeat Don Flamingo 1 and go all the way up to him, but what's the point of going all the way up to him if I'm just going to lose to Mr. Sandlin consistently due to speed and everything? You know, that's one of the biggest reasons why I stopped playing this game was because of that. Like, what's the point of beating Don Flamenco here if I can't beat... fucked up on the infinite? What's different in this game? Like I just said, there is no, Mr. Dream or... This is, like, the official first version of the game. So there's no There's no, Mike Tyson. There is no... yeah, there's no Mike Tyson, there's no Mr. Dream. Super Macho Man is the final boss of the game, and the game ends. That's literally it. So... that is literally the only difference. And then maybe some arenas and character looks, like, look a little bit way more peach or way more tan looking. And the arenas looking like, you know, just smaller differences like that. Like, look, like, for example, King Hippo looks way more peach in this version than he does in the US version where we got, like, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, you know what I mean? Oh, fuck, I keep forgetting. Oh, yeah, you can't hit him in the... Yeah, 116's okay. If this was a speed run of 50 would be better. But, okay, BRB. Alright. But yeah, I said, you know what, why not get a little bit of a bonus, a gaming bonus stream out there before we play, like, 3D World and just invest a little time in that, doing the final world. Because I know Louis takes forever to wake the fuck up. You know, he always gets up at 11 or 12. And it's like, I don't get it. You know what I mean? For anyone that's not good at doing stars on Great Tiger, for anyone that sucks at Great Tiger, just block his jab, and then you can punch him with regular jabs for a little bit. And then as he does his uppers... Um, See, I don't have enough health to do anything, but mainly when he goes down, just try to punch him in the position he's in. So that way, you know, you get more stars out of him, you can get more damage off. So, for example, I'm slow at this. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then boom. And that's third knockout, he's done. But, damn, I barely had enough health to get rid of that. But basically, I always just go for when he, like, ducks and just gets ready to do an uppercut. Kind of like Von Kaiser and just kind of hit him in the gut. But, yeah, I know. I played this game so many times that, like, I'm just not amused. Bulb Bowl's a little scary. Because I'm not going to lie, I think I fumble at Bulb Bowl 1 as well. So it's not even just Bulb Bowl 2 I struggle with. I just struggle with playing, like, as good as I used to. And, I mean, it makes sense why I would, like, not be as good as I used to be. Because, I mean, who honestly would be as good as they used to be when you're, like, super into the series? I feel like the prime version of myself in terms of playing this stuff was, like, dude, my prime could, like, not shred through the game easily, but it would shred through, like, most of these guys, like, no problem. And I don't know, I just feel like I capped out at, like, a certain, time frame. And I would put more time in the super punch-up, but, like, you guys know me, man. I love certain versions of Punch-Out more than others. Like, don't get me wrong, I still love Super Punch-Out for the Super Nintendo, but I would mainly, like, prefer to play, you know, this one. You know, over, oh, shit. Okay. Got the timing down still. Because you guys know Bull Charge is scary, so... Especially in Wii. My god, they changed the whole cameras, but they give the whole camera to this idiot. God, I wish Punch-Out Wii had more, like, varying opponents. Like, as I keep... The more I play this, the more I want, like, Punch-Out... I wanted Punch-Out Wii to have completely different dudes. It could just be, like, a new entry type thing. Instead of, like... You know, oh, by the way, membership's down there, by the way. If you want to support the channel like that. Anyway. Who knows, maybe I will start save stating when I get to, what's it called? Maybe Super Macho Man or save a round, so that way, like, I can just load up back the fight, and we can just do it, like, save stateless or whatever. I don't know. I don't know how far I'm gonna go in this. Oh, the 3 punches, that's right. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Oh, yeah. See, like I said, I'm not in my prime anymore, so, like... Oh, I think I just ended the whole fight. Because I remember when I was playing with Chris last time, I fucked up on that, that punch so badly that it just... I kept fucking up the timing for it, but I just randomly got it here. I wouldn't say that was skill. I'd say that's mainly due to luck, but, yeah. I have so many, like, Punch-Out videos. But I would argue, like, most of my Punch-Out videos, like, in terms of, like... Okay. Hold on, let me explain this. I want to put this on a tier list. So, I feel like the best version of Punch-Out that we've ever seen me do was probably when I was doing the speed runs, you know, of Punch-Out. That was probably, like, my peak, my later half of Punch-Out NES peak. I probably peaked then. For Wii, my peak was a little bit after when I was done with the game, just a little bit after, right? I feel like that was my peak on my Punch Out Wii. Oh, you bitch. Oh, that works too. Cool. He doesn't really do the uppercut stuff. I guess that's also, maybe that's different about Soda Popinski's fighting style? I'm not sure. Your jabs are definitely a lot slower, I'll tell you that. Yeah, but I feel like with my NES self, I feel like I peaked when I was doing speed runs of the game, or just runs, like runs over and over and over, like kind of putting myself through doing runs over and over and over and over again. Oh shit, 1, 2, 3. Oh my fuck you, dude. See, I'm not even getting that consistently. Are you serious? All because I got in the squatting position but ready to start punching him the fuck out. I probably should have just finished the job. And I would have done round 1. I hate that shit happening. I really don't like that. But yeah, like I remember back then I wouldn't know how to like properly fight Soda Popinski. Now I do. It's in my memory bank for the rest of my days. Like every time I pick this shitty game up. But we don't even have to worry about getting him knocked down with that. He has such low HP. That I'm just gonna frickin' cream him. I think. Now, since this game, I mean, this game does have, like, knockouts, but, one. Pink. Okay. Fucking strange. One, 2, 3. Oh my god, yeah, you can definitely tell, like, my prime for this game has kind of went out the window. I don't know, it's... I think it's... What the fuck? Okay. Yeah, that's it. But I think it's mainly because, like, I just don't care for this game anymore. Like, because you guys know me, I have played Punch-Out NES to death. And I think the reason why, like, I'm loving Wii that much more than this game or any variant of it is because I not only played, like, the original version of this with Mike Tyson included, I also played, like, you know, obviously the one we did the playthrough on Mr. Dream, and then I played, like, all the ROM hacks, like Punch-Out NES, but difficult, Punch-Out NES, you know, 2015 remakes, you know, I played... Fred's Cool Punch-Out 1 and 2. I played so much, and also including the Gold Edition, because I did do a playthrough of Gold before this, like many months later, just to kind of test to see if I still got it, and I do, like, most days, like, when I play Punch-Out NES, but it's, like, really, like, what is the point of me playing if I don't even have, like, the enthusiasm to really, like, do it anymore, which I think that's why, like, Wii has kind of been, like, the last little remnant of, like, my Punch-Out life, you know what I mean, like, playing through these, you know what I mean? I mean, it was really cool when I was playing Super Punch-Out with Chris and shit, trying to get him into it, teach him the ropes and stuff, and see how far he goes, you know, with, the Punch-Out games and stuff, like NES and Super Punch-Out for the Super Nintendo, but, like, yeah, it's like, I feel like I definitely peaked when obviously I played Wii for the first time going through it, you know, when I was really into the series. I mean, I'm still into the series heavy. I still fucks with Little Mac and Doc Lewis. But it's like, again, I'll remind y'all, like, after fighting the same, like, dudes, like, over and over and over and over and over and over again with no change, with no drastic change. That's why Fred's Cool Punch-Out 1 and 2 stuck out to me, because they had completely unique characters that brought something new to the Punch-Out franchise. Like, for example, fighting a chick. You know, I was like, fighting girls? Wait, what in the fuck? You know what I mean? like that was unique. That was interesting. That was awesome. And then they also had different move sets and different flavors that made like me feel like I'm not just playing Punch Out NES again. You know what I mean? Like this version and stuff. But we'll do a rematch. We'll see how it goes. Like I said, in terms of this game, it's just that I just don't care too much for it, not anymore. And that's why, like, I don't know, to me, Wii is just better. I mean, obviously... Oh, shit. Timing is off. Can't even do Soda Popinski. It's kind of ironic. Okay, I guess my timing is just trash today, dude. Yeah, y'all are witnessing me play Punch Out with face cam. What the fuck? Where was my start punch? Oh my god, this is... Especially because I feel like I'm so conditioned in a way. Oh yeah, the little mouse. Keep forgetting about that. There you go, get knocked down. Oh my god, I spent most of the matches getting knocked down the entire time. I didn't even realize. Yeah, this game is just not fun, dude, for me anymore. Like, I thought it would be. But, like, it's just not, dude. And yes, obviously I'm playing this on emulator because... And yes, I know Nintendo has, like, a certain version of the game on their service. So, like, what is the point of playing the Gold Edition? I don't know. I just wanted to, again, test it out for y'all. You know, test out the ropes. You know. Just get at least one more Punch-Out video in. I know not a lot of people like watching my, well, some people don't like watching my Punch-Out videos anymore, because I think I kind of... And you know what, to be fair, I also kind of like... Wait, what? You can get a... Wait, what? Wait, hey! What the f... Okay. Oh, wait, that shit applies to later matches? Really? This game sucks. You'll be ranked down. Oh, I'll be ranked down? Now I gotta do Piston Hondo again? Like in the Rage video, Piston Bitch. Because I remember, like, jeez, like, dude, I am out of it, man. I don't know, it just kind of makes me sad, like, when I talk about, like, you know, me not being as good at Punch-Out. I was just thinking, like, yo, maybe I should redo the Punch-Out tier list, but talk about, like, that would be interesting. That'd be an interesting tier list to make, to be honest. A Punch-Out tier list where I talk about, like, my prime. You know, like, what was the best version of Aurixu TM during these eras of Punch-Out? I wonder who would make that tier list for me. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. Like, Alan, what was the peakest Punch-Out series on the Alan channel, like, in your opinion? Or what do you guys think he was, like, which Punch-Out game he was cleared? I mean, it's obviously a no-brainer. I was, like, the best at Wii. What the fuck? I'm... Mac. Oh, god damn, dude. I just got ranked down. Jeez. But, I can't even make it to Ball Bowl 2 in this video. People are definitely gonna tell me I suck now, but it's like, hey, man. playing a 30-plus-year-old video game right here. But anyways, I was gonna say, like... Fucking crouch down, dude. Okay. But I was gonna say, definitely, like, in the past, prior, before all this stuff. By the way, did y'all enjoy the cooking video today? God damn, dude. After training Mac, come back. Yo! I want to talk about that loss, dude. Holy shit. I just could not see what I was doing wrong. Like, God, dude. Oh, I'm so bad. No wonder I dropped this game. Oh my God. Because, obviously another reason why I dropped this game was because not only I was like, I was making tons of videos on this. Like, when I was in, you know, because you guys know, usually when I get into a series so much, I will not stop making videos about it. Like, videos, like, you can see it with my channel and how I go about things. Like, dude, like, the amount of Punch-Out videos, like, don't even get me started with the Rage comps. That were 65 videos of Punch-Out Wii shorts that were just pure, unfiltered rage, bro. Like, oh my God, the amount of times I raged. Man, I'm new here. We're both the ones who are getting destroyed by this game. I'm about to beat the game also. Or you're about to beat the game also. I've beaten Mike Tyson and Super Macho Man before, but that was when I was like using save states and shit. And Mr. Dream as well, using save states. You know? I don't know. I just can't really like push my Punch-Out barrier past like Mr. Sandman. I feel like Mr. Sandman in this game is where I cap out. And it's kind of ironic I say that because in Punch-Out Wii's title defense, Mr. Sandman's where I cap out too. Like, I can beat literally everybody else in title defense in Punch-Out Wii but him. And the only reason I was able to do it on video was because I was wearing the headgear, which negates damage. So, yeah, that I showed off. But then I beat him again off camera one other time without the headgear. And I'm gonna be honest, like, my hands get very shaky when I fight Mr. Sandman. I think even in this game, just due to his sheer speed of his rolling punches that he does to you, and then his uppercut jab, you know, his uppercut where you just need to do left, left, left on his Dreamland Express punch. I don't know. To me, it's like that's where I capped with Wii, and I don't know. I feel like Wii is getting worse. Like, the more I play Punch-Out Wii, the more I'm getting worse at it. I started to notice because nowadays I only enjoy Punch-Out Wii when it's like contender mode, and yet I'm barely enjoying that. You know, I'm barely enjoying that now because like I'm speedrunning it. Or I've been doing, like, little baby small speedrun to see how fast I can go. But I feel like I can't even cap out at that. And I'm only enjoying Punch-Out Wii when I play Contender, like the base stuff, instead of Title Defense. I just think Title Defense actually just sucks. I also beat Super Punch-Out for SNES 5 times. You did? That's crazy shit. I suffered to beat the game without getting hit. Yeah, not getting hit in a Punch-Out match is like the equivalent of just sitting in the middle of the road waiting for a car to come and get you. You know what I'm saying? That shit is going to be hard as fuck to do. It's like you're playing a game of Frogger where you're like trying to get across without like losing a single life or misjumping a single time. It's like impossible, it feels like, or nearly impossible depending on what stage you're playing. But yeah, it just feels like that every single time I play like Punch-Out NES or Super Punch-Out or Punch-Out Wii, that like my prime days of these games are just down in the toilet, like they're donezo. Like, I'm done. I capped out. I capped out Mr. Sandman on NES. I cap out at, I can beat contender mode in Wii still. I can do it constantly, 24/7. It's not that bad. But, like, title defense for Wii, I cap out at. The arcade games, I don't even like playing those that much. I really dislike playing those. Those were not that fun for me. Um, and honestly, I don't think I could beat a single. I think I can beat like probably Glass Joe without save states, but other than that, like save states were like really saving my ass over there in arcade games. But for Super Punch Out, I cap out at like Aaron Ryan from Super Punch Out Super Nintendo, and then I just can't go anything beyond that without save stating a lot and stuff. Mainly just because I just can't deal with Heiko Kagaru's hair whipping attacks. I don't know where to dodge. They don't even give you good indicators of how to properly dodge that and stuff. You just got to figure it out as you're fighting them, which annoys me. Man, in this NES Punch-Out, I don't know how to do uppercut, but when I played the game, by the way, I used Wiki for buttons, and when I discovered that the start button was the uppercut, yeah, that shit would piss me off too, SRG Vega. That shit would piss me off too. Because I remember, I was like, I can't pause the game. I said, are you kidding me? Yeah, I mean, are you kidding? Yeah, because it's like, it makes sense. You can't really pause Punch-Out. You know, the start button, once you start the game, you know, that becomes your star punch button since the buttons on the NES controller were very limited, so it makes sense why it would be on start. Because imagine going all the way to the select button right next to it for a fucking star punch. That'd probably disorient your fingers, especially if you're playing this on an original hardware. So it makes sense, especially on the original hardware, it would make sense that this game would mess you up and stuff. I'll do like one more little baby run and then that's it. Because, again, if I just cap out at a, you know, Soda Popinski, it doesn't matter. To me, it just doesn't matter anymore. Because, yeah, honestly, you know what's even worse is my thought process towards this series. That's what's even worse. Oh, fuck. 1, 2, 3. What's even worse is this how I think. 1, 2, 3. Really? I just think, like, yeah, the series is dead anyway, so it's not like it's gonna matter if I, you know, get good at the games or not, because there's not, like, a new one coming out. That's what my mindset kind of just became. I always think about it like that now, because, you know, Louis, my brother, loves to rub it in my face sometimes, or just tell me sometimes, hey, at least I don't get in the dead franchises and stuff and love those to death, and I'm like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I'm like, nah, losing in this game doesn't affect me like it once did. Like, I remember when I treated this like it was my life, man. Usually that's when I think Punch-Out is, like, at its most peak, you know, when I'm in the moment, I'm feeling myself a little bit. I felt like every match was real. I mean, don't even get me started how destructive Punch-Out Wii was for me when playing, dude. I would go outside thinking, how the fuck am I gonna beat this dude? I'd go on walks because, like, these guys were pissing me off so badly. Back then. Nowadays, oh, see, I didn't even knock Piston on. See, I told you it was luck, but anyways, again, playing the Gold Edition of Punch-Out, which is the very first version of Punch-Out, NES. I'll just throw it in the goddamn playlist. I'll just throw in the playlist of Punch-Out NES. Give it a new video, since it doesn't count as, like, you're gonna do the 1, 2, 3 with his eyebrows raised. 1, 2, 3. Star Punch. That's what I'm talking about, and I dislike that. Oh, I'm gonna get knocked out by Piston Hondo too. Shit, dude. I mean, at least Ball, you kill me. Oh, shit. Yeah, honestly, in my opinion, now looking back at this game, I kind of wish, Piston Hondo and Bald Bull only had, like, one fight in this game, respectively, like most of the fighters, instead of them coming back. You know, like, they decided to, well, mate, the pronunciation of my name is Sir G. Vega, and my name is also my profile from 1988 animated movie. Oh, shit. That's cool. Yeah, if you haven't guessed already, I'm not really the best with names. Or how to say names that are, like, more complicated, because ADHD and all sorts of shit that makes me not be able to pronounce stuff. Slash, I was never good at pronouncing certain things when I was growing up. I could say that, because I am, like, 20 fucking 2 now. And I just started calling everything runs, you know? Oh, he's done. Knock that faggot down. I didn't need to Star Punch him to death, but I just wanted to. Oh, this is round 3. I brought him to round 3. Oh my god. Wait, what the fuck? I'm stunned? Since when? Yeah, get the fuck down there. Give me my instant knockdown. I was like, I couldn't even see. I don't think I'm even seeing this game right now. One, two, three. Oh, he won. I think. Oh, I did. Cool. I have never taken Piston Hondo to decision. I think the only time I managed to do that was when I was playing with Chris again. Was when I was playing with Chris for the first time on Punch Super Punch, or Punch NES, because he was struggling with Piston Hondo too, and I was like, man, I got you. This is the level where you rage the most, even in NES and Wii version. Oh, I read that completely wrong. My fault. See what I mean? I'm reading comments all sorts of wrong today. Bonk. What the fuck? Ah, shit. Now there's really no point in trying to do something against Soda Popinski. But Busevin! Oh, that's Glass. Oh, I mean, Bonkheiser. Yeah. Is there a level that you rage the most, even NES and Wii? I used to rage really bad again. Do you have a level where you rage the most in some Punch-Out games? Yeah, like, right here, Soda Popinski would piss me off. Like, pretty much most of the roster would actually, like, kind of piss me off. I remember back when I first started playing, I wasn't very good. So, like, everyone pissed me off. If you watch my NES playthrough, you'd know that, like, everyone pissed me off. Everyone did, for different reasons. And it just kept going on until I just gotten better and better and better at the game. But then, you know, Soda Popinski, Bubble 2, like, the later half the guys would start pissing me off. More and more so, you know, as I keep playing. You know, and since I could never beat, go past Mr. Sandman, Mr. Sandman would be that barrier that would just... Again, keep in mind, without save stating. So, like, well, actually, with save stating included, too. Like, this game would just piss me off. All the time. Oh, you fucking... Fuck you! Like... See, even now, like, I'm getting kind of pissed off at that dumb shit. Because, like, my body knows I should have fucking got him already. Like, now, I should not have struggled with Soda Popinski for so fucking long, for no reason. I should have actually just done that 3 times in a row and he would have been gone. I remember, before I mastered Soda Popinski, it would go like this, right? My Punch-Out NES run would be good. And then when I got to Piston Hondo 2 or Soda Popinski, Piston Hondo 2 would be good, be okay. But then Soda Popinski, before I knew that strat, you know, like wait until he goes down Star Punch and then dodge his upper punch and then bing, bing, bing. Punch him like once or twice, Star Punch him like, you know what I mean? Do that fucking strategy. It would be, Soda Popinski would be ass. and then Ball Bowl 2 would be ass, and then, Don Flamenco 2 would be pretty bad, and then just Mr. Sandman would just be like the impossible breadwinner. It wouldn't even be like, it wouldn't even be a match. Like, he would just rip me in two because he's so fucking fast. And I stopped playing because of that, but I kept going on one playthrough. I don't know. I think, yeah, in my original NES playthrough of the game, I just kind of kept going. Oh my god, why does he feel... Oh yeah, this fucking cuck, bro. Kind of hated Bolt Bull. Because I remember in Bolt Bull 2, you need to use your star punches in order to knock him down. And sometimes I even surprise myself in terms of actually being able to handle and get up from the match and be like, oh, wow, I actually got past that, like, sometimes. Because, I just get so bad at the... But now I realize it's kind of even worse when I'm playing this version because technically I'm getting so close to beating the game. And... Ah, shit. Okay. That was good. That was good. First time viewer, first time commenter. Is there any difference in fight order in this game other than the removal of Mr. Dream and Mike Tyson? No. All the fight order is the same. Everything else is the same. Oh, shit. Oh, shit, you dick. Oh, fuck, he might knock me out. Okay. Okay. He knocked me out. I think that's the first time I went down. No, I just realized I lost the whole game, and now I gotta fucking do the whole fight again. Oh, God. What about codes? Is the alt world circuit in this? I'm not sure, because I barely play this version of the game. It makes sense if it wasn't, because since this would be, like, the first version, but... maybe test it out. I mean, I'll try to test it out. We can go to the little thing right now, or after this match, and we'll see if the ult is in the game, because I'm kind of curious too myself after you asked that. Oh, I thought he was going to start out with the... Oh yeah, that's right. You can't hit him in the body. What is this, Wii? Ink. Okay. Well, fuck you too then, Bald Bull. Yeah, I got a controller. See, he wants to do the shit now, but it's like... Oh my god. Gotta get up one more time. I think it's game over after this anyway. Whatever. Alright, I'm done with this garbage. Let's move on. If he dodges the first bull charge, he'll do a second one with less strict timing. Yeah, I know that. I've played Punch-Out hundreds of times. Oh, I get the rematch? I guess I'm still playing. Because originally I was going to make this shit like 30 minutes, call it a day, but... You know, we got some Punch-Out fans in here, which... Cool. Shit. I'm dodging incorrectly, I know. Doing so good in the beginning of this before I talk that shit. Oh, God. Yeah, now the fact it's gonna dish out a lot of moves that I can't do anything about. Really? Yeah. This is Bald Bull 2, for fuck's sake. He won't do the... Oh, he will. Get the fuck down there. It wouldn't matter. Because it's not like he's got to do a bull charge and I hit the bull charge properly. That would have been a second knockdown. Then we would have had like 20 seconds to beat the fucker, but... Nah, man. And I used to play this game for fun, but now it's kind of like not fun for me that much anymore, because just mainly because I just don't have the skill to like beat the game. So I just play nowadays until I'm just done, or I don't even bother playing. Punch Out NES. That's why you see a lot more Wii videos from me instead of like NES Super Punch Out runs, because I just quit those games. To me, they just weren't worth it. Like, don't get me wrong, I have a playthrough, whole thing on NES and Super Punch Out for the Super Nintendo and the arcade games with their title defense slash second playthrough runs. But like, other than that, like, I don't really like play a lot of those anymore, and I mainly just stick to Wii. One Punch Out game, which is fine by me, to be honest. I'm okay with only playing Punch Out Wii nowadays. I used to not be okay with that, but now I'm like more accepting of that. And just being like, you know what? It's the most recent. It's the one I can get behind. Wait, the fucker isn't down? Oh, shit. Okay, I got him. I mean, the Wii is the best one, so there's no issue with that. And the characters have the most personality. Fair. That's very true. He should have been out. That was 3, wasn't it? Yeah, I'm thinking that shit's 3. Isn't that fucking cute? Oh, shit. Oh, he's a cop. Never mind. That ain't sweet. He's pushing me to round 3. The fucking dickhead. Hey, little Mac. Doug should throw you a towel. Can't keep fighting me. Type shit. Man, fuck you, dude. Oh, shit. Wait. Wait, how do I get a star? Since what? Hold on. Since fucking when? Ooh, yeah, perfect. Okay. I pressed at the wrong time, did I? And that was it? Alright. Fuck you too. Like, I mean, I always lose to you anyway. I always get shitty bowls anyway, but, what is it? Bald Bull would always... Okay, I'm tired of ranking down. Let's just reset the game. Restart. I don't give a fuck. Oh. Yeah, let's put in something. Let's make it interesting. What would be the password for this shit? Since this might be the last time I forever play NES. Like, last time I'll come back to it in a hot minute. I mean, I'm also thinking about quitting Wii as well. Like, there's really no need for me to be playing, like, Punch-Out these days anymore. Because there's no... You know what I mean? Like, one of the biggest things that kept me within this series was being able to fight these guys over and over and over again, or at least fight new opponents all the time. Like, this shit would encourage me. Alright, 1. Alright, 3. 5. 7. 9. 2. 4. 6. 8. Are you... I pressed the wrong button. Oh, shit. God damn it, I keep fucking up this number shit. If you want to spice up Punch-Out, you should try the Doom version. Doom? Oh, that's right. It's where they make you, like, do it, but, like, exactly in the way of Doom, right? If I'm not mistaken. Oh, fuck. Can you put it in again? 7, 9... I know this one was 2, but what was the last few digits? Fuck, I keep forgetting. I'm going to save state on these digits. Hold on, I'm actually going to save state on these digits so I don't fuck this up anymore than I need to. Hold on. Yeah. You little dickhead. You got those numbers. Let's see. 4... 6. Alright. What the hell? Does it not actually have a... Oh, I guess it doesn't have a password. Wait. Because I'm pressing start. That should start me a new game. Or do I just press new game on top of that? Glass Joe rank 2. Because it would start you out with, It would not start you out with Glass Joe. No, I don't think it doesn't have it. It makes sense. I mean, this was before, like, all those other versions, so... Yeah, this is just regular Glass Joe stuff, bro. This is just regular Glass Joe. This isn't anything special. Yeah, because what is it? It makes sense that the American versions of the game, aka, you know, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out and Mr. Dream's Punch-Out, they both have those respectively, but this one just starts lacking behind in the background. But yeah, that's one of the biggest reasons why I stopped playing was because nothing in Punch-Out really excites me anymore. And since there's no new games, you know, like, the lack of new games, that's what makes a lot of people be like, oh, Punch-Out, okay, I'll play the series for the first time, and then after that, it's like, just drop off the series after you play, like, the ones that made Punch-Out a famous series in the first place. Like, everyone knows this game of Punch-Out, but, like, no one really cares about, like, later entries of this series, unless you are a Punch-Out fan that's, like, a Punch-Out enthusiast or something like me, and you actually gave a shit about the rest of the series, because most people didn't play like the rest of the series. Most people played only this one and Wii. Like, those are the only 2 entries that matter. The rest are, you can push aside. Like, in terms of sales, you can honestly push those aside and be like, yeah, they're done. But yeah, man, I wish Nintendo would make a new game. Imagine Punch-Out with online gameplay. That would be good. That would be cool. I would be into that. Like, online fighters, Punch-Out, but you get to fight people's customized fighters with their own unique movesets. You know, that would be cool. That Punch-Out Maker would actually be really cool. That would be a unique idea. Like, people get to make their fan-made characters. Like, you always have your base characters, like everyone from the original games. Like, you know... Dude, Punch-Out Maker actually would be really cool now thinking about it. Because not only you get to make your custom opponent that Matt gets to play, but you also get to send that match or your version of Punch-Out online to the world on, you know, on their Punch-Out online servers, that or Punch-Out Maker servers, just like Mario Maker. That would be really cool. Like, you get to remake the match with Mike Tyson, but Mike Tyson has bald bull mechanics. Or, for example, like, Mike Tyson has his own mechanics, but he has, like, a new flicker jab or a new double jab that will, like, do, like, half damage even if you block. Like, that would be so cool. I wasn't even thinking about Punch-Out Maker, but that's fucking genius, dude. Nintendo should hire you. That's why I was like, bro, Punch-Out Maker would be a really good, solid idea for Punch-Out, because I know there's tons of fans out there that have made ROM hacks, and I played the ROM hacks, so I know, like, and I know the Punch-Out Scratch games where they're making their own title defense matches. Just imagine you being able to make your own Punch-Out title defense match against somebody that never had a title defense before. So, for example, Hoy Carlo from Super Punch-Out, he has a title defense version now, and you just made it, and you're sending that fight out to the world for everyone to see. You know, that would be interesting. Or, for example, let's see, Nick and Rick Bruiser. Easier versions of Nick and Rick Bruisers. Or get this, Nick and Rick Bruiser that have completely different movesets from each other. You know, because I remember in Super Punch Out for the Super Nintendo, Nick and Rick Bruiser didn't really have their own unique movesets. So, like, they were just kind of clones of each other, but one just kind of hit harder, or one had something unique than the other one didn't have. So, like, it'd be interesting to see them get a new fight, you know, because Glass Joe to Super Macho Man in this game, they all have title defense versions from Punch Out Wii, you know, because Punch Out Wii gave them those versions. The Nick Bruiser Glass Joe beat, perhaps. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. You can have opponents fight each other. Like, you can be Glass Joe, and then you can put Glass Joe against maybe even Mac himself. Like, you're actually playing Glass Joe with his moveset against Little Mac to see if you can actually pounce on Little Mac. Or vice versa. Have Super Macho Man versus Glass Joe. Why don't we get like a mode where we see how these guys got up into the rankings and see which dudes they lost to, you know, respectively. And I don't know, to me, that would have truly been cool if they just decided to just make a Punch-Out Maker with those ideas in mind. They could do it, but the thing is, the reason why we haven't gotten a Punch-Out game in forever is mainly due to money, and money is a big factor when it comes to a video game. That's not even too out of the ordinary. In Super Punch-Out Super Nintendo, you can play as all the fighters via cheat code. Exactly, I know that. But it's like, do that again, but in this Punch-Out Maker, you know, where it's a lot easier for you to play the villain or the opposing opponent. And make sure it's on the proper side, like your side, like your camera facing their backside. And you can do all their moves. Or, you know, something that would be interesting. Because I feel like Punch-Out has some potentials, but I feel like these are like the two reasons Nintendo hasn't made one in a long time. One, it's money, and two, they're stuck. And I'm going to explain both those reasons in the stream before I end it. Because this stream's been like 50 minutes. And by the way, keep in mind, I got tons of Punch-Out videos on this channel. So if you're interested in that, check that out. Like, I have a whole gaming series on Punch-Out Wii, even going through title defense. You can just look up Alex and Punch-Out, and Punch-Out Wii would be like the first thing you see. I got NES, the Mr. Dream version of NES. I got Super Punch-Out for the Super Nintendo. I got both the arcade games on here. Pretty much the entire Punch-Out series I have played. All the games Nintendo made. But let me explain why money and, you know, stuck. The reason how they got stuck. So, if we look at Punch-Out for the arcade machines, obviously, Punch-Out Arcade, you know, it sold well enough to get a sequel, so that's cool. And also, you guys got to think about the times, too, right? Back then, it didn't cost that much to probably make... I mean, it probably cost a lot to build a specific gaming machine, you know, the arcade machine. But, like, you know, it doesn't cost that much to play it. So, like, when it got a sequel, Super Punch-Out, you know, that shit went off into success, and they wanted it again, but on their home console, right? So, scrap those games for now. We don't even know the sales for both of those. But let's take Punch-Out for the original. That shit made $3 to $5 million, right? In terms of sales. It is easily the most selling Punch-Out game. It's the one everyone knows. Everyone remembers Punch-Out NES, like Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, because Mike Tyson really helped out with them sales. And people wanted to test their might and see if they could reach Mike Tyson by fighting all these unique new guys that we've never seen before that are not real actual boxers. So it makes sense why that one sold the most, why everyone remembers that one the most. So let's go to Super Punch-Out. Super Punch-Out for the Super Nintendo. It sold well, but Punch-Out before that point went radio fucking silent for eons before Super Punch-Out for the Super Nintendo came out. Alright, and of course they obviously made like a new version with Mr. Dream in it, which people did buy that as well, but I bet you it didn't do as much as the original game, so let's just keep it at that with that one. So, and just kind of throw Mike Tyson's Punch-Out Gold edition and, you know, Mr. Dream's Punch-Out all in one, and it sold like 2-3 million copies. So that was good. So then Super Punch-Out arguably did like around 1 million copies, I think. Super Punch-Out for the Super Nintendo did like around 1 million? I think it was 1 million. I can't remember the specifics, but it was like around there. And then after that, like Punch-Out again went completely radio silent for more than 5 to 10 years before Nintendo decided to say, hey, why don't we make Punch-Out Wii? And keep this in mind too. Punch Out Wii. This was Nintendo's most selling console, the Nintendo Wii, 101 million copies, and it only sold one. There was supposed to be a Punch Out 2 on NES, still starring Mike Tyson. Nintendo thought it was so bad they refused to allow it to use the Punch Out name and released as Power Punch 2. Yeah, I remember Power Punch 2, which Power Punch 2, it is a bad game. I've played it. It is not good. That is not Punch Out 2. That would not even satisfy me for 5 minutes being Punch Out 2. Literally any Punch Out game on Scratch is better than that game. Power Punch 2. Mike Tyson's Power Punch 2. Any fucking boxing game was better than that garbage. It's not fun. It's not fun for me in the slightest. But anyways, so when Wii came out, it only sold like 1.2 million copies, and the Wii again sold like over 1.1 million copies, units of the Wii were sold. So keep that in mind. Mario sold 30 million. New Super Mario Bros. Wii sold 30 million, and the DS one sold 30 million. Punch Out is not even a percent of that amount of money. So that's one of the reasons why Punch Out never came back, is because the money. 1 million today, that's not a lot of money for a company to make and do something on. That's not a lot of money. I'm gonna be honest, that is not a lot of money. It's just not. For Nintendo standards of video game, bro, you better be making 2, 3, 4 million. You know what I mean? Or even beyond that to be considered good. Especially with the inflation now. So if Nintendo really wanted to make a Punch-Out game in terms of the money point, they would have had to have done it like years ago, before this inflation, before all the problems started happening and stuff. If they really wanted to make an actual product from the Punch-Out series, before that. I understand your point, but there was only 60 or so games on the Wii that sold over 1 million because it was casual-centric. That's true, but at the same time, think about it. In comparison to Mario, or in comparison to something like Zelda, Zelda Skyward Sword, game that probably sold like 5, 6, 7, 8 million units because it was Zelda's anniversary. And then it sell even more than Metroid Prime, like Prime 3 anyway, because Prime 3 was the Wii one. You know what I mean? So it's like, you gotta think about the money perspective. They probably wanted more from Punch-Out because it was going to come back. It was going to come back. It was going to come back stronger than ever. This is our most selling console, so maybe Punch-Out has a chance. And that 1 million copies to Nintendo wasn't enough. Because if you look, after 2009, when Punch-Out Wii came out, not a single Punch-Out game came out after that. The only thing Punch-Out related that was to come out was Little Mac obviously being in Smash 4, Smash Ultimate, Little Mac's Sprite Fighters in Ultimate, and being in Punch-Out NES being in Championship Edition, and the Punch-Out NES and Super Nintendo version of Punch-Out on the Punch-Out Switch Online service, because it's easy. And same with your arcade games being on the Switch as well. So not only Punch-Out didn't sell well to Nintendo in their eyes, but that's probably a really big factor why it hasn't gotten a game in a while. And on top of that, Nintendo's stuck on how they can evolve this franchise. That's number two. Let me say why number two, the reason why Punch-Out is fucking stuck. It's because when Next Level Games came in to make that Punch-Out game, they literally perfected the formula on their first try. You can't even say they didn't. Because look at Punch-Out Wii. It plays identical to Punch-Out NES. Hell, I think it even plays a little bit into Super Punch-Out for the Super Nintendo too. Like, both of those games combining themselves into one to make the best version of Punch-Out we've ever seen. And even then, you can say that it barely evolved the franchise too. All it did was bring what we loved about the NES game into the third dimension. That was probably the only new thing. And then if they go something even more drastic, like make it 3D boxing, it loses the formula of Punch-Out. Since the formula of Punch-Out is so simple, yet, you know what I mean? Like, in ways it could barely evolve. I mean, look what happened when Super Punch Out came out for the Super Nintendo, right? It had the Punch Out formula, but they went so far from it when making, Peter Punch being able to do all these new types of punches and stuff. It added to the gameplay, but yet it made it so alienating to those who loved NES Punch Out more, and to those who, obviously only love NES Punch Out. So when they play Super Punch Out, they're going to say, like, it's better at first, but the more they play it, the more they're probably going to, like, kind of be like, man, I kind of want it being like the original. You know what I mean? Instead of actually having it be, like, again, Super Punch Out. Because, again, a lot of people love Super Punch Out, but, excuse me again, it's not like, like the solid gameplay that original Punch-Out had, that everyone remembers. So think about it. If we got another Punch-Out game again, are they going to reference Super Punch-Out for the Punch-Out gameplay? No, they're going to do the NES or the Wii one again. And people wanted it on the Wii U, too. They were going to actually release a Wii U version of Punch-Out with a little bit of extra features. But they decided against that since, Wii U is kind of the new thing, and plus Wii U was a dying console, so it would have sold probably poorly anyway. So that didn't happen, and I don't know. I mean, and they tried with ARMS. ARMS was like, what a lot of people say, ARMS is kind of like Punch-Out again, but like not Punch-Out at the same time because you can move around the arena with ARMS, the giant arm motherfucking things, and whatnot, so on and so forth. So it's like, you can do that, but look what happened with ARMS too. Another Nintendo fighting game that they tried to release, and it didn't sell well. It didn't sell over 1 million copies. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it probably did, but it was so boring, people forgot about it in a week or two. And I feel like if Punch-Out ended up, if they ended up releasing Punch-Out on Switch, I feel like Nintendo realized this as well, as not only they would be stuck, kind of like Donkey Kong Country, I think, right now, too. I think Donkey Kong Country is also kind of stuck right now. Yeah, they ended up releasing Punch-Out on Wii U as a digital download, and no one ever talks about it because there's no improvements. I think as well, the Punch-Out on the Wii U. I think there was no improvements, like no difference other than it looking a little bit more HD than its Wii counterpart. And the Wii game already looked phenomenal. So it's like taking that and then, doing nothing new with it to make those Punch-Out fans buy a Wii U and be like, okay, let's play this version, really just made people just not even bother. I mean, especially since the Wii U sold poorly too, so not a lot of Punch-Out fans kind of were on the Wii U, you know what I mean? They probably moved on to different boxing games, to be honest. And also, another thing that I would argue that kind of makes Punch-Out's chances coming back even weaker, boxing as a sport became infinitely more boring as the years went along. There's no Mike Tyson. There's no, there's nothing really, there's nothing, I mean, don't get me wrong, boxing's still a great sport that people watch and stuff, but, like, it's not as hype as it used to be. I feel like that's another metric, a reason why, like, boxing games, hell, when was the last boxing game that came out in 2024? You know what I mean? That's another thing. I think it's more of the issue that they have the F-Zero, that they have with F-Zero, the issues that they have with DKC. I mean, what else can you do? Punch-Out is built on its stereotypes, and they kind of ran out. I mean, that's another thing. They ran out of stereotypes they could do, and also they really don't want to be racist in this day and age, because people are more sensitive than ever before. I mean, if you thought this game was... I mean, this game is pretty damn racist, but, like, they don't want to, and Nintendo doesn't want to run the idea of Bald Bull making someone offended in today's space. So it's like, that's also making it another reason why it's impossible for it to come out. And it's like, you could make new opponents like Big Boy Boxing. I don't know why, but Big Boy Boxing was one that I liked. I liked Wade Hickson's Counterpunch was a great Game Boy Advance game, which... a lot of people just say, play that. That's your Game Boy Advance version of Punch-Out. And I'm like, that's kind of true. But at the same time, it just feels like Punch-Out can't come back due to, like, multiple reasons. Like, money is just one of them. Nintendo doesn't want to offend, like, people. And who knows, maybe Punch-Out can come back on, like, Switch, too. But I doubt it's going to make, like, Nintendo really much of a profit because they haven't, like, promoted Punch-Out. They haven't really put him on the Switch, even though he's one of the most requested game series to come back on Switch. You know, like bringing everything else back but Punch Out. I mean, on top of that, Nintendo sold like how many units of the Switch? Like 117 million, 120 million, I think, right, of the Switch. So just think, if they released Punch Out on this, but yet no one's really talking about it coming back to it, and it probably sold nowhere near as much like the arcade games, because no one really knows about the arcade games' existence unless you deep dive and search into the games to figure that out. Shit, that's what I had to do. I remember when I was playing Punch Out, I was like, damn, I'm done with all the Punch Out games. We's over. But then the arcade games came to my mind and they said they're on Switch. And I was like, Louis, I need like 20 bucks, bro. 20, 30 bucks, bro. I need to buy these. I need to play these because I was so into Punch Out. So it just made sense for me to play the arcade games, which was a time in my life. But yeah, I don't know. It's just... And again, that's like another reason why I don't play this shit anymore. I do my best to kind of just move away because, like, they ain't getting another game, you know? Nintendo doesn't want to make another one. They're out of ideas. They're stuck. They don't know how to make the series improve itself. You know, make it cool in, like, a really fun way, you know? Like, a different way. Make it a unique experience. That's what Nintendo's always been trying to do, is make a unique experience out of their game franchises. And it's like... Mario and Zelda, they are game series that can be explored in multiple different ways and multiple different aspects. So it's like they're not limited to one specific style of gameplay. Unlike Punch-Out, you know. Sonic's also very versatile. He can have racing games and other stuff too, you know. So it's just like, if only Little Mac could do that, but since it's so centered around rhythm, you know, timing, reflexes... boxing stereotypes, you know what I mean? Boxing's just the template for all this shit. But it's just like, I feel like those are like the reasons it can't come back. 2 ideas for a Punch-Out game. 1, a free-to-play MMO type game where you rise the ranks with actual virtual championships to make. Have microtransactions and NPC fights out of characters. Punch-Out 99? I mean, Punch-Out 99 could work too. But how many people would like to box Bald Bull? You know what I'm saying? Like, let's take a look at the casual idea of that, bro. Like, for example, how many casual players are going to pick up Punch-Out 99? I mean, they might try it, just like F-Zero 99, but how long is that game going to stay relevant in people's eyes, you know, doing a Punch-Out 99? I mean, Mario 99 didn't last long due to Nintendo shutting it down, but still, you know, like, how many people still play F-Zero 99? Not a lot of people. I mean, people on the first week when it came out, hell yeah. But, like, is that going to compare to anybody that plays Wonder? Like Mario Wonder, the first new 2D Mario game? That's what Nintendo wants. Can it compare to their popular franchises? They don't want to, like, risk it on smaller franchises and stuff. Hell, I think Thousand Year Door, the remake of Thousand Year Door, flopped. A lot of people are saying Thousand Year Door, Paper Mario Thousand Year Door remake flopped. You know, because of timing and stuff that when it released and stuff. So even if Mario's even flopping in this time period with some games, well, I mean, it is a remake of a GameCube game that is, you know, very beloved by fans, but it's like, think about it. If Mario can flop in this time period, I don't know where Punch-Out's going to be in terms of just being able to make it in this space. I have no idea. I have no idea if it could make it in this space. I just have no idea. I wish I want it to make it in this space, but I just have no idea if it's going to make it in this space. What we have going on. But yeah, that's Punch-Out Gold Edition from me, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, favorite, share with your friends. I'm not sure if I'm going to continue making Punch-Out videos. I understand what you mean. I can be hopeful, but yeah, realistically, it would be very hard. See ya. See ya, Little Mac is underrated, which is facts, by the way. Little Mac is fucking underrated. What a cool dude. What a cool character. I love Little Mac. He's awesome, man. Shit, I mean, I've always said just, make a new roster and just have Little Mac fight the new roster. Have it be a continuation of something or somewhere in the timeline. Easy, but, you know, it's not that easy at the same time. But anyways, later, y'all. I really am not in my prime time with these games anymore, man.